An eye for an eye. In the world today, this is a major, major, major thing. The whole world is operating, except for Jews, on the fact that we do in the Middle East an eye for an eye. And they misunderstand it in two major ways. One way is they misunderstand it as it's not talking about world armies, it's talking about people, individuals. That's one way they misrepresent this thing. When they say eye for eye in the Torah, they are not talking about, well, your army killed my people and our army is going to kill your people. That's not eye for eye. And which is translated anyway, but it's not eye for eye, it's not talking about that. That kind of thing, which seems like vengeance, is allowed because it's really defense. There's a line in the Talmud that if somebody's coming over to murder you, and you know for a fact they're coming to kill you, they have their knife in hand, and they're running through the streets, I'm going to kill Ruben! I'm going to kill Ruben. They're coming to my door, what I'm supposed to do is either escape, or get up in the morning and kill them first. I'm allowed to murder. How? Because thou shalt not kill. So what are we doing? Because I'm allowed to defend my life. Of course. Is his blood redder than mine? Of course not. So therefore, I'm allowed to kill the person in self-defense. Obviously. And an army is allowed to do that. If they fire missiles at our country, are we not allowed to knock out their missile silo? Of course we are. And sometimes we shoot, and sometimes there's collateral damage. It's perfectly legal and nothing wrong with it. That's not what we're talking about, but the world sees it that way. What are they talking about? They're talking
about 2,000 years of suffering. Why do we listen to them?
Well, it's not just the point of listening to them. They listen to themselves. That's the hard part. Whether we listen to it would be terrible too. If Jews listen to it, there are Jews that do. You are right, and they're called left-wingers usually. At any rate, the harsh Hammurabi Code, it's either Hammurabi or Hammurabi, was written in 1700 BCE. When did we get a Torah? 2448. BC, I'm saying it wrong. From the creation. What's that called? From the creation. I can't remember what that's called. But at any rate, it's
CE.
What?
Common Era. No?
No. Common Era would be the ones
right.
from zero.
No, it's just the Jewish year.
It's a Jewish year. Yeah. So the Jewish year, which we have now, 5777, that point in time was from the 2448 from creation, right?
Yeah.
From Jewish time. But what is it in this kind of reckoning? This reckoning is 1700 BCE. We need a BCE. So I count a simple calculation. We've seen it before. 1312. Trust me. 1312 BCE is when we got Matan Torah. That's the date. Well, that's about 400 years. This is before that. So 400 years, which isn't even Avram. Avram was already 100 years old, had Yitzhak already at this point. There was a Hammurabi Code, approximately. What does the Hammurabi Code says? It says many things. So I found part of it, translated. Of course, I can't read Sumerian. That's what it's in, not in Arabic. It's in Sumerian from 1700 BCE. And here's some of the passages from it. I'm going to read you 196. So that we know, in parentheses, brackets, an eye for an eye, which we translate as, it's bad translation. The translation is, the Hebrew is, ayin tachat ayin. Hi, Mati, are you feeling better?
Yes and no.
Okay, feeling somewhat better. You're here, so I guess you're feeling somewhat better. Thank God. All right, I'll be in class.
One way yes, one way no.
Okay. Are we going to have class in here today or in there? There. Okay. I'll be there when it's time. All right. 196. So please look at 196. Do we have a copy for Monty that you can see also? Don't have a copy. I'm sorry. All right. 196 says, if a man is Hammurabi, if a man put out the eye, if a man put out the eye of another man, his eye shall be put out. Now this is not an eye for an eye, which you can translate or understand in many ways. It is mamash. If I put a man's eye out, they're going to take my eye out. It's purely an eye for an eye. The Talmud calls this ridiculous and stupid. It goes through a lot of play. We learned it in class. Monty and I learned it together. I'm sure you learned it before that also. It means monetary. It has nothing to do with taking out the guy's eye. You have to pay for pain and suffering and loss of wages and loss of time and whatever because his eye is taken out. But you don't have to take out another man's eye. Now you have two people with lost eyes. That's dumb. But that's what Hammurabi says. I'm just reading it. So now, let's see what we really are supposed to have. And this is individual, and obviously it's between Jews, because the Torah is written mostly for us. So, in the codes, in the Pasukim, which we are going to read, 22 through 25, right? We have a code word, and that code word happens to be onish. What does onish mean to you? It means punishment, right? Onish is a punishment. We don't want it. We want scar, which means reward. We don't want onish, which is punishment. Yeah, that's yesterday. So, that word happens to be coded, and we're going to use the code in a few minutes. But let's first see what we have written. So, the translation of these verses is as follows.
And if men strive together.
I'll just keep this out separate. All right. So it says, 22. And if men strive together and hurt a woman with child, so that her children depart, yet no harm follows, he shall surely be fined. That's the key part. He's going to be fined. Money fine. According as there shall lay upon him the woman's husband, and shall pay as the judges determine. And then it goes on to say in the group, 23, but if any harm follow, besides the babies are gone, then he shall give life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burning for burning, wound for wound, stripe for stripe. From the coded word onish, it is clear that just as onish is given in regard to the first case, puzzle 22, so too is given in regards to the second case, or all the cases following. The list of eye for eye is only there to determine the type of onish, meaning, if it's an eye or if it's a hand, there's a different, maybe there's still amounts to have to pay for pain and suffering, but maybe losing a foot isn't as harmful as losing a hand or an eye, whatever the court determines, and that's what's paid out. So that's why they have the different wording of all this stuff, but there's more. So I say, still, what is onish? What does it mean here? So the Vilna Gaon, and you don't learn halakha from him, but he gives an interesting thing. Vilna makes a very good play on words. He takes the words ayin, tachat, ayin. First of all, and he uses the fact that tachat, which we're using here as in place of, eye in place of eye for eye. But he doesn't use it with that translation. He says tachat literally means beneath. Like we say, and I hope they don't mind if I say this word, it's tuchas. Tuchas in Yiddish means bottom. Doesn't mean anything bad. It's a bottom. A baby's bottom is called a tuchas. Right? Patch them in the tuchas or clean their tuchas, whatever you have to do. Right? Rose, as grandma, I never touch it. I mean, I don't want to go anywhere near it. But she's the big cleaner. So they're always handing her the babies, the grandchildren. Here, clean this baby. Hold up the baby. Does it smell? He holds it, I hold it up. I can't hold it. Why women want to do this? But I guess because they're nurturing. Hold the baby. Oh, the baby smells. Who wants to go near it? I mean, I know. You're supposed to. If I was left alone, it would be terrible. There'd be all dirty babies in the world, but God forbid. At any rate, I know you have to clean them. I know. At any rate, so it's tachat. It means bottom. So, therefore, it really means beneath. He then takes each of which letters of ayin are beneath in the alphabet. Now, he makes an assumption that we're going from lower letter up. Well, the way we say the alphabet. You ask my daughter, my granddaughter, Mayra, she's 11 years old, almost 12, almost 12, it's 12. So you ask her, and she knows the alphabet. Back when alphabet, gimel, dal, and she says them all in order. This is the order we're talking about. We're not talking about tav, shin, and backwards. We're going up like that. Therefore, it says beneath. So that first ayin of ayin, what's it beneath? In the alphabet. So ayin is beneath a pei. True? The next letter after ayin is pei. Right? Yud is beneath a chaf, and nun is beneath a samba. So what are the letters pei, chaf, and samba? If you just turn them around a little, you get kesef, which is money. Not proving, but showing that it's kesef we're talking about here. So we see that money is to be paid, and the amount is determined by the type of injury. Rashi actually comments on this. Not about Vilna Gaon because he didn't know him, because Vilna Gaon is many years later. But Rashi on verse 22, on the word anosh yanesh, which is saying, surely shall pay, surely shall be fined. Surely, because of the fact that it's double lashon. When it's double lashon, the word surely, it's going to happen. You have to do it. He shall surely be fined to pay the value of the children to the husband. They estimate her. How much was she worth to be sold in the marketplace? with the increase in her value due to the pregnancy. So how much was she worth before she got pregnant? She didn't have any children. No children to help out in the house, nothing. How much is this woman worth? And how much is she worth after the children? And it's a fair market value, whatever that means, money. So she's worth $20,000, I'm making these now some, before being pregnant, and $22,000 after being pregnant, so she gained, I made up, told 10% more, $2,000. So that's what you would pay the husband, because now there's children not coming into the family. Now he's going to be distraught, but there's still a monetary payment, and that's what they do. Of course, they figure out what should be. Rashi says further, they collect money from him, as in Revarim 22:19, and they shall fine him 100 shekels of silver instead of there. The word onesh, again, is used there, not in code, it's used there in that verse. So we have determined that onesh here means monetary fine. Rashi only informs us there is a monetary fine in the first case, Parshat 22. The code tells us you can't learn out halakha from code, but the code tells us there's a monetary fine also in the second case, and so amount is determined by the type of injury. Now remember, Rashi is saying this, but we know from other commentaries what the halakha is, and the halakha is monetary. Only monetary. We don't take people's lives because they did something. They took a life. We have a court that they go to, and they could be sentenced to death. It's possible. We read that before in the cities of refuge thing. If they purposely killed the person, they might be put to death. But the person doesn't take their life. As if you take their life, that's vengeance. You're not allowed to do vengeance in those cases. But we do have the line from the Talmud. If they're coming to murder you in your own self-defense, you can defend yourself and kill the person if you have to. Anyway, that's the part about time.